It's Utah and Indiana, Jazz and Pacers. Let's tip off the season right now. It's a Deeds, blocked by Ramo. Get it out of here. Wolf on the break, beats it to Ramo. Ramo there. All alone as Wolf splash. 14-5, Dirt.
Just be with the lock on him too, with a guy like Wolf compete no way unless he goes off his scoring 20 this game. So this is Kev's game to try to make a little bit more of an impact than he did during the tip-off. He's on the bigger build, and again, it's more in his comfort zone.
Coming back the other way, Kev, and he'll give it right back. Swizzard for three, got it. 17-7.
He calls Rhea his son, and then he taught Rhea everything that he knows. So, as you know, the centers sit right next to each other.
Hawks will play next against Celtics Crossover Gaming in Game 2 of the day. Kev on a wrap, not there. Rhea! Oh my!
It all of a sudden becomes a trend of each and every archetype that each person uses on each team. We haven't got to that point. Obviously, it's early. We weren't even at that point last year. Really, it took a while for that to finally really come into fruition.
This year than there was last year. I've noticed that. More West Coast teams playing back-to-backs to try to counteract some of that.
Really mix in, add some more variations into the lineup too. But
and maybe that does go back to the only 24 hours at the practice facility. One day that Alex was speaking.
And if they pull up the box score, he'll say, hey, right now we have 15 assists, they have 9. We're doing a good job moving the ball around. Something he preaches over and over again. You're really seeing, this is just for a thing for both point guards, and here we go. I mean, this is a guy I feel like we talked about coming into the season. I was like, I don't know how often most and uses it most effectively as well. But you really are starting to see a skill gap with a lot of point guards in this league. I can't even talk to you. There's no point. It's a Splash Brother right now.
22 points for Swizzard. It's a run. Deeds, pump faking, back to compete. Boy, even up by 27, they're still active on defense. Rhea, all right, the bank is open.
The situation right now, it's 11 turnovers for the Jazz, 4 just for the Pacers. They haven't been doing a good job of breaking the press. You talked about
6 of 10 from downtown. The most threes we've had in a game this season is 8 by one player. And Swizzards give him the trophy.
It's really that simple at this point. I mean, Swizz has just been so consistent. It really hasn't been a game where you sit there and like, wow, like, what happened to Swizzard?
They're in the tip-off. This is kind of a traditional rivalry for those that watch the NBA a lot in the 80s. This is Hawks and Celtics. A ball game. The Hawks have already put up 8 shots. They're 3 of 8. And Fab. The right hand jam. That'll get. Hashtag skill. 11-7. Rando. I could, you know, I marked down as this game being a rivalry game, even though these guys have not went on behind the scenes that Dirk and I weren't even privy to. And Arsenal actually played pretty well in the tip-off. Hasn't got going yet. They get into shots. And it's a green from Dev Goss. And the Hawks take a 18-15. Perfusion on the cut. And that's really when he started to put up a lot of points, Dirk, is when
cuts. Again, they tried to just send him on one right there as well. If he's able to slip right on by, they'll get the pass to him. You don't have to worry about that.
22-15, 7-0 run.
And you're not getting consistent shots up or sets aren't being ran through you. Why aren't you just on an athletic shark? Just because you can do more than creating from the corner of backdoor oops.
Fab with the jam. Back over to Dev. And Dev will pull the 3. No, sir. Arsenal there.
And over again. Just combined for those two, they have 14 out of the 17. So it tells the story right there. But that man, Dev, you can start.
Remember, Dev Goss was the coach of Magic Gaming last year. Dev makes his home in Orlando, Florida. And they got drafted in the first. Fab on the break. Perfusion. Wow. From another area code.
Talent GC, 16 of 40, 17 of 23. You've only missed 6 shots of your Celtics crossover. But now, obviously, that tells a big story. And why do they have...
So got 3 more games to play tonight. As Dev Goss and one. Including Jay Full has played well along with shots on the defensive end. Arsenal goes right by Middle East and one. And the momentum is all with Atlanta. His second of the ball game. Back to Jay Full. That might be ball game dirt. 12 points for Jay Full. This crowd has got into it. The players have gotten into it. Perfusion. Wide open 3. They needed a lot more of him tonight.
Since the third quarter going all the way onwards here, I mean, it's tough. You look at the box score, everyone's going to say Arsenal. But if you're looking at Rick and Forrest go up against one of the best point guards in the league.
I'm going to give you some shooting stats for Splash King as we get into the game. He was 2 of 12 during the tip-off in a shooting role. Warriors will have it first. Be smooth. All right, that's not good defense to start it off. 2 points for the Warriors.
But then now also you get to see what the New Zealand player can do. One of the guys who got the MVP and won some of that core. Of course, that's the team that you just want to beat them just to kind of put it away. It's like, okay, beat them once, we're completely fine now. We don't have to really stress about it. We can sit and you end up forcing up a shot, which you know you're not going to make.
3 on 2. Splash King gets it out to Joseph. That's a long 2. And Joseph now with 4. Tough rebound up ahead to Styles. Lob it up!
He was taking a step inside, shooting a mid-range jumper, was attacking the paint. Overall, when you talk about consistency, he was so much you thought of at that position.
Well, Splash King shooting. And not that they shoot the ball poorly, they don't shoot threes. And they're a 2-point team. As Joseph with he's got 7. I just feel like this is a youngster. As Joseph, 3 at
the Warriors gaming squad, turnovers are sitting right around the same 2.
Styles, that's a deep 3. Bang.
The good part about with Styles right now, yeah, the offensive performance hasn't been that good. But because the ball handling's not very good, it's not you can just consistently attack from the corner each time. Now, maybe if you're talking the retail version, yes.
CB13 gets it to Be Smooth. He's got a takeover going. He's got space. Bang! 48-44. 53-44. That's his game. Chell's his game. I'll try to encroach on the match Chell. And another dippity dot. We got dots all over the place.
Things started going downhill. It's like the defense isn't the same type of intensity that we saw in that first half.
Be Smooth with 28 points.
I mean, the rebound count hasn't really affected much in this game. But it's just been the 3-pointers, 12 of 16 for Warriors gaming squad. It's another feature, double type triangle. Your guy will just jump up for an oop, and even if there's not one there.
CB will get it a jam, reverse jam. Will give the Warriors, it looks like a 9-point win.
Something that it went away from them too, that they really stopped going to Splash King. And I know we've never really been caught saying that before, but 4 or 5, had 3 steals, 3 assists.
We'll talk a little bit about that. I looked down and saw Cha-Ching, but it's actually going to be drop-off against the start. We'll talk about that as the game moves on.
So then you can start to get back to working. You're going to have the speed. Everything's going to be back to normal again. This is what's going to have to kill him here on this pick-and-roll defense.
I'm on the big side as well. Orange Beard can't help him there. Up ahead of Majestic. That's an easy one. He's got 4.
Better position to get the free score.
I can tell you what, as hot shot, nice little baseline move. Malik down 3, trying to get a pick from Goofy. He's trying to tie it up, and he will. Forces it. Drop off with a rebound. Majestic. Wide open three, and he knocks it down. I feel like they beat the whole league up. Hot shot, jumps to the passing lane. Lottie ahead on the break. Miami's 11 of 24, and the Knicks 7 of 20. And Majestic's going to hit a three.
Rudy even said it best.
And they get it right back. Lottie with his badge going. Up to Majestic, back to drop off. Majestic for three, got it.
This
17.
This heat check like all out crazy on the defensive end. It is so tough to be able to bounce back because one, you heard it even in their timeout, they said we cannot sleep on this. Keep scoring, keep scoring, keep scoring. We can't even allow them to get any sort of footing back into this game.
I mean, 24K drop off was making shirts, making shots.
Into his zone a little bit today. It wasn't as much, but you know that's the way he plays. J Money's the exact same way. BP has the potential to do that if they can get a form.
Is he saying all of ice cream?
Oh, just ice cream, just ice cream.
Is there, has he got any room for gelato in him? I kind of prefer gelato over the ice cream, to be honest.
I have never carried a lot of that momentum. There's a few games that they ended up losing during that process, too, leading into the playoffs.
Hot shot. No question that the teams that are playing better in the league have the better coaches. He got 12 points for a hot shot.
You got to show me everything.
Real with you. Maybe I can get the chat to help out here. I think 24K drop off in that small jersey, in this medium, should be the
wear drop off jersey. It's only right.
Lottie!
I want him to score!
Rings. But it's an 80-59. T-Wolves, Bucks. And that one's still loose. Going to be picked up by Milwaukee.
It's actually going to be really interesting to see because you got a pure glass and a pure rim. Ultimately, even in the combine, whenever you had sort of the well, it's anytime if you had a pure glass and pure glass, the rebounding battle was super even.
This is not a good start.
No, but if it's a pure glass and a pure rim, usually the pure glass ends up winning a lot of the rebounding count. But it is going to be, honestly, I don't know how they feel about the pure rim.
Just want to make sure. Plondo, they get that shot out of here. Back the other way. JoJo ahead on the break. And a thunderous right-hander. Yeah, he had some big whites. There was no doubt about it.
Or this year, though, he's green.
He is. He is.
Can you call him that? Or call him the Yugoslavian Reaper?
He just, wow, Big Meek. Clay Island will hold it for the final shot here. Hey, Rooks, that's deep.
Coming into when this team was formed, that in the tip-off slew, that should be coming out at point guard.
Ooh, baby. Feast.
That's the big killer. It's just that 6 of 8 from 3. And that's what's really
the difference in the ball game. Make it 7 of 9. You might want to start writing in pencil. And Chatty Nick takes it away. This thing's about to be a flood. Slate Island all alone. Forget about it. I'm sick. Pure rim. First time we've seen a pure rim this year. It might be the last. Oh my goodness. 48-31. Big Meek and one.
What's up with these camera angles? Well, now's as good as time as any to do some experimenting, man. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of see the game at multiple angles.
If you've never played the basketball game Arch Rivals,
over and over again, but that's not the luxury that you had in this game. I think those couple adjustments move Feast if you want to put
earlier today, and she said Zelda was her jam. I don't know if she ever, I'd love to know if she ever conquered.
I'm the real Italian in this, and what I say goes.
You are the real Italian. That did shut us down real quick.
Tomato, tomato.
Wait, Italian or
you remember that 1-3 I greened?
You didn't green it, you full whited it.
Well, it went in.
And then you also came onto the stage and got a bounce back.
Indiana and Boston last year, because that's the all-time three-point leader in history for three-pointers in a game. Back at it, 4 more games, and then 5 on Friday. And we got some incredible matchups coming your way. But